What's going on, vibers? It's your boy J.S. Vaughn. And guess what, yo? We back with another one, y'all. Today's track is called Trying to Kill Me by your boy Tom Macdonald, man. Let's jump right into it.
I admit it, I'm afraid they gon' kill me for this. Probably put me in my grave for the lyrics I spit. Been exposing the truth and all the secrets they covering. If I die, it was big pharma or government. Been putting too much truth in my...
That nigga said, if I die, it'll be big farmer or government. You know what I mean? Shit. Bro, how you starting that bar so freaking crazy, man? Not crazy in a bad way, but crazy in like, did he just say that? You know what I mean? Yeah, all right, yo, let's go.
Exposing the truth and all the secrets they covering. If I die, it was big pharma or government. Been putting too much truth in my songs. They gon' stage a suicide and say I chose to move on. Probably cutting my brakes, so when I tour too long, I'll die in a crash. Say I was driving and drunk. Look.
I wonder if that was true, like, because in the video and whatnot, I see that he just picked up a bug, you know what I mean, somewhere in his crib and whatnot. I wonder if they have like a hint of truth attached to that shit. If niggas was really looking at that nigga like that, you know what I mean?
Been putting too much truth in my songs. They gon' stage a suicide and say I chose to move on. Probably cutting my brakes, so when I tour too long, I'll die in a crash. Say I was driving and drunk. Look, the Illuminati real. They're trying to make you dumb, trying to numb.
Yo, he said, yo, man, the Illuminati's real, son. Motherfuckers trying to make you dumb and whatnot. I feel like he got a point there. You know what I mean? Like the whole, but the thing about it is, I think like sometimes I feel like yo, we are pushed to work a lot. You know what I mean? We are pushed to do things that we don't want to freaking do necessarily and whatnot. And it's to basically keep us freaking occupied while shit's going down behind the scenes and shit, you know what I mean? So I see where he coming from. I just have a little twist on it, my own, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, there's some kind of shit going on that we don't know shit about. I feel that.
I'll die in a crash, say I was driving and drunk. Look, the Illuminati real. They're trying to make you dumb, trying to numb you out with pills, trying to make you broke,
trying to numb you up with pills. Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. Like I'm be honest with you, like I don't like how like that's young. Like I'm just saying general, like Tylenol, aspirin, freaking shit like that. Like that shit fucking scares me. I don't like taking pills, period. You know what I mean? That's I'd rather like take herbal tea or some shit like that to cure headaches and things of that nature. So like I'm like very earthy when it comes down to shit like that. You know what I mean? But like if I have like a complete migraine headache, then I'll just be like, all right, like I do it now. You know what I mean? But the dumbing down of the pills and shit makes perfect sense and whatnot because I mean like I had a lot of friends when I was growing up that were basically high strung, you know what I mean? When they were young and whatnot, but like they grew out of that shit the older they got, you know what I mean? They never took any medications or anything for it. They just grew out of it. It was like a stage of their lives and whatnot.
Driving and drunk. Look, the Illuminati real. They're trying to make you dumb, trying to numb you out with pills, trying to make you broke, trying to tell you what's a deal. Processing your food, so now none of it is real. You eating.
Oh man, processing the food. Now none of it is real. Like, could it be? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say anything about the vegan and vegetarian shit. You know what I mean? Because I don't really freaking subscribe to that, so I don't know how motherfuckers live on that. But like, at the end of the day, like, if all we eat is processed food, then how the fuck we know what the fuck we eating? You know what I mean? Think about it.
Drunk. Look, the Illuminati real. They're trying to make you dumb, trying to numb you out with pills, trying to make you broke, trying to tell you what's a deal. Processing your food, so now none of it is real. You eating super good, but you still be getting ill. You working super hard, but you still can't pay the bills. Silencing the visionaries.
You eating real good, but you ain't getting filled. You know what I mean? You working super hard, man. You still fucking broke, man.
You still be getting ill. You working super hard, but you still can't pay the bills. Silencing the visionaries Revising the
Yeah, he said, "Yo, you eating a lot of food and you still be getting ill." You know what I mean? And that's what it is, yo. It's like, yo, you don't know what the fuck you're eating when you're eating a lot of processed food and whatnot, yo. Besides the fact that processed food has a lot of fucking salt in it and shit, and a lot of times it has a lot of sugar in it. You know what I mean? So therefore, you getting like a brunt taste of freaking high blood pressure and freaking diabetes all mixed up into one and whatnot. So the race the odds of you ended up in the hospital from eating a lot of processed food is greater than, you know what I mean, you eating regular food. You know what I mean?
dictionaries. Now you just can't find the right words to say and express how you feel. Target on my back, I think they're coming for my head. I know I recognize that man. I bet they wanna see me dead. They're gonna kill me if I leave my room. They're gonna kill me if I go too soon. You should know, said they would kill me. I admit it, I'm afraid they gon' murder me. Wouldn't be a problem if nobody ever heard of me. But I'm famous, so they'll probably
Yeah, shit, man. That nigga was having really deep. He's like, yo, man. He feels like he has like a freaking mark on his head, and motherfuckers is coming after him. He said, like, on some real shit, you know. If I was a nobody and whatnot, man, they would just probably do that shit. But like, yo, I'm a celebrity and shit. So, and he's about to freaking, I'm assuming, dive into how they probably would do it. You know what I mean?
kill me if I go too soon. You should know, said they would kill me. I admit it, I'm afraid they gon' murder me. Wouldn't be a problem if nobody ever heard of me. But I'm famous, so they'll probably try erasing me with urgency, infect me with a sickness, and deny me any surgery. Stop me
Oh man, affect me with a sickness and deny me of the surgery. Wow, son, that's crazy.
But I'm famous, so they'll probably try erasing me with urgency, infect me with a sickness, and deny me any surgery. Stop me from exposing all the medicine and currency and terrorism. Always been controlling us so perfectly. I'm telling you with certainty. They say it's for security. They monitor our lives like we live in Nazi Germany. They want.
He's like, yo, and that's a lot of times I be telling motherfuckers that shit too. It's like, yo, technology is great, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you have to understand what's going on with the technology you use and what they're using your data for. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day and whatnot, you're the greatest supporter. You're the greatest producer of freaking um they control what you buy pretty freaking much. So like if you're on your phone and on your TV all day fucking long and shit, I guarantee you shop a lot. You know what I mean? I guarantee you eat fast food. I guarantee you love to hit the mall way before COVID-19 was around and whatnot. And purchasing food and purchasing things from the mall a lot. You know what I mean? Because that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? We need to spend money to actually make freaking more money and shit. And when you're watching commercials and you feel like you want something, that's that's what's going on. You know what I mean? They need you to spend.
They monitor our lives like we live in Nazi Germany. They want to microchip all the people, you don't believe it. Your fingerprint unlocking your phone, oh how convenient. They trick you to believe in all the angels and demons and say you'll go to hell if you ever.
That nigga said your fingerprint on your phone, man. How convenient. You know what I mean? Everything is basically built around them following you and seeing what you're doing on a day-to-day basis and stuff, man. Even like, yo, when you're doing the exercise trackers and whatnot. Now that I think about it, man, I yeah, man, when you're doing exercises and whatnot, they know you running around the park. They know exactly where you at, son. You know what I mean? That's some real fucking shit right there.
How convenient. They trick you to believe in all the angels and demons and say you'll go to hell if you ever go disappoint Jesus. I got a backbone and a platform and a tap phone. Never asked for it to be that known. Take my passport to my dad's boat. Use the back door to escape this place. Just a Truman Show. Target on my back. I think.
That nigga said to escape this place. This is a Truman Show. Yeah, like I told you, man. I like when motherfuckers pull up them old ass references and whatnot. Truman Show is a freaking movie about freaking Jim Carrey being trapped in a freaking bubble where he's the only motherfucker that didn't know that he was stuck in a bubble. He thought his existence was actually he was living a life of a regular person when everybody around him was just actors and whatnot. So therefore, what he's basically saying is shit. They tracking him like Jim Carrey in the Truman Show, which is bug the fuck out. You know, they know when you fucking sleep and they know when you awake. They program everything around you. You know what I mean? He's not just talking about himself. He's talking about all of us is going into that Truman Show. We all stuck in a bubble right now. You know what I mean? And that's how he sees it. You know? That's fucking deep.
Use the back door to escape this place. It's the Truman Show. Target on my back. I think they're coming for my head. I know I recognize that van. I bet they wanna see me dead. They're gonna kill me if I leave my room. They're gonna kill me if I go too soon. You should know. Said they would kill me. I'm afraid I'll disappear. They won't issue me a ticket for a minor misdemeanor. They gon' try to lock me up before the moment when I'm here. Just let me take a minute to make sure you see it clear. Cancer has a cure. They killed Biggie and Pac. One thing I know for sure, 9/11 was an inside job.
Damn, that nigga said they killed Biggie and Pac. One thing I know for sure, 9/11 was an inside job, man. Yo, I don't get into that politics shit, you know what I mean? But like, yo, that shit was kind of strange, you know what I mean?
When I'm here, just let me take a minute to make sure you see it clear. Cancer has a cure. They killed Biggie and Pac. One thing I know for sure, not.
That nigga said cancer has a cure. They killed Biggie and Pac. I don't know how I missed that cancer has a cure part. You know what I mean?
11 was an inside job. They stamped dollar bills with "In God We Trust." Well, a single dollar bill, the only thing we got. I think they probably think they got us fooled. Distort the information and curriculums at school. They ain't making you a scholar, man. They're making you a fool. They're making you a.
He said they not making you a scholar, man. They making you a fool. You know what I mean? Shit, man. How much money you spent on that college education and shit, and at the end of the day and whatnot, do you even end up using that shit for what it's really worth?
Distort the information and curriculums at school. They ain't making you a scholar, man. They're making you a fool. They're making you a felon if you choose to break the rules. They designed the game.
Making you a felon when you choose to break the rules and shit. Because at the end of the day, like when we was born into this earth and whatnot, there weren't rules written down for us to break it or to. We didn't. We when you break the rule and whatnot, you're breaking the rules of society. You're not breaking the rules of man. You know what I mean? So whoever freaking dictates the law and whatnot is whoever is basically ruling your rights and stuff. You know what I mean? The courts or whatever. This is a deep ass song right here, yo.
With a million ways to lose, not a single way to win. Only option you can choose is to play it with a grin, or you play it feeling blue. Either way the wheels spin, you won't ever make a move. They gon' kill me for this. Target on my back, I think they're coming for my head. I know I recognize that van. I bet they wanna see me dead. They're gonna kill me if I leave my room. They're gonna kill me if I go too soon. You should know, said they would kill me. Just walked in the house. Did you leave the door open by chance? I don't know, the door was open. No, I just walked up and the door was like open a crack. Yo, they're in the house! Babe! They're in the house! Target on my back, I think they're coming for my head. I know I.
Yeah, that. Oh man, that's a good video.
Recognize that van. I bet they wanna see me dead. They're gonna kill me if I leave my room. They're gonna kill me if I go too soon. You should know, said they would kill me.
Yo, that's a good track. That's a good track. You know what I mean? Definitely has its twists and turns and whatnot. And if anybody knows me, I'm not really big on conspiracy theories and whatnot. I know there's a lot of things that are going. Um, behind that are happening behind the freaking walls and shit. And I just don't like to talk about shit that I don't know 100% is fact. I used to do it a lot when I was younger and whatnot, but the older I get and whatnot, the less I like to talk about things I'm not 100% sure about. You know what I mean? If you guys didn't pick up by now and whatnot, that's that. Then you know now. But so I mean, like I get what you're trying to say with this track and whatnot, and I understand a lot of things that you're saying are very controversial and whatnot, and a lot of people feel that you shouldn't be talking about these things, and they would rather you shut the fuck up or go away. But at the end of the day, you chose to talk about them, so therefore you feel some type of way, and you feel that there are people that want to shut you up, and they don't really care how they shut you up, but they just want to freaking put a muzzle in your mouth. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. You know what I mean? Definitely feeling, definitely feeling the track. It made me think a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I don't really think you were supposed to take it literally. That's what he was saying. I think you were supposed to understand that okay, he feels like what he's doing now, the fact that when he spits his bars and whatnot, and he holds no shit back. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people feel some type of way about that, and a lot of people probably left him some death threats and things of that nature and whatnot, and that shit affects his day to day living. Um, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Maybe it has a glimpse of a paranoia with the society and how things go down and whatnot. But if I was to take it literally, it would be that. But I think it's just like a pinch of that and the stress over people fucking over him and whatnot. And being a freaking artist and whatnot, that type of shit happens to you all the time, man, with death threats and all that type of shit. Not everybody's gonna like you, you know what I mean? And there's always gonna be one or many people that's gonna want to shut you up from what you're saying and what you stand for. You know what I mean? So, and the best thing that you could do with that is smile at it and freaking keep it moving and whatnot. If today, if you was meant to be, if you was meant to die, you gonna die. If you meant to live, then you gonna live and whatnot. Dope ass track, I felt it. You know what I mean? How do you guys feel about that? Leave it in the comment section all day long. You know what I mean? If you guys want to request any track, leave it right here. All out down there and whatnot, and leave it on Instagram. I'll put the link on my Instagram page on the description channel. You know what I mean? Section. See this right here? It's a thumb. Put it all the way up there with the thumbs up and whatnot. Show me some love and support. Um, Another way you can show me some love and support is by subscribing to the channel, which is right down there all day long and whatnot. Tap on that freaking button and whatnot. Another way that you can show me some love and support is by checking out those last two videos right there. You know what I mean? One, two. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna check you guys out next time on the next video.